Upward Spiral gang? What's good? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach. I'm a flow state specialist, which helps you feel your best and perform your best. Let's get started today. Listen, your whole life, your entire life, you've been focusing on the external world. You've been told to focus on getting a good job, get married, do this, have kids, and just follow this predetermined path. But has anybody told you to explore your internal world? To figure out what are the edges of my consciousness? What is the edges of my internal world? How can I perceive myself as much better than I already am? Because this reality is a perception. Everything that you see, that you experience in this lifetime is something that you've got to encounter on this journey. The path of the dragon is the path of truth. Today I want to speak to you about the dragon mantra. This is very, very simple, but very, very effective. In the Celtic tradition, they have their own version of the chakra system. Okay, they're called the Celtic chakras, also known as the Kiars. What's interesting is, in the Celtic system, it's an inward spiral. We talk about the upward spiral gang, right? We talk about coming back to ourselves as the center point, as the monad, right?
The I am presence.
But when you're communicating with another realm, with this secret realm, these feathered serpents and worms spelled W-Y-R-M-S, right? These dragons, also you can call them Viver, right? Which is more of a feminine word for it, which is associated with the sacral chakra. Viver, 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 Viver. That's your practice. What about in the masculine? You simply inhale, drag, exhale, gone. Inhale, drag, exhale, gone. Drag on, 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 drag on. Similar to in the Kundalini system, how we have Sat Nam, which means truth is my name, truth is my identification. Similar to what the dragon represents, which is truth. You cannot hide from a dragon. It will simply be there. Now, there's a very powerful exercise for you today that I want to share with you, okay? Go back through all of your childhood memories. Rewind, okay? All the way back to when you're 5 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old. Just go up in multiples of 5, okay? Start to see if you could implant certain memories of dragons with these visualizations of your past. Maybe there was a kid's show that you used to watch, like Puff the Magic Dragon. Maybe you had a dragon pet that you didn't even know about. Okay? That process of spinning inwards, guess what? The chakras in the Celtic system start from the third eye. It does not start from the root. So I'm an integrator, I'm a flow state catalyst, okay? I'm looking at all of the different systems together and then interweaving them, interlocking them. The difference between a flow state Jedi and a regular just layman is that they see a map and they know that they've got to innovate, they've got to use this in some way, they've got to overlap it, they've got to make use of the gifts of all these ancient teachings that we are yet to embody and learn. We are not waiting for God or purpose or enlightenment anymore. We're being it. We're centered. We have conviction, man. We have conviction. That's it. That's the energy of the dragon. When you can face both your haters and your greatest fans with this energy. We were talking about this in the podcast last night, right? How imagine on one side of you, you have people hurling insults at you. Atrocious things that you don't want to hear. On the other side, people are praising you, overdoing it almost. Coming at you too. From both sides, both angles. Can you remain centered? Can you remain unreactive? Or is that one little comment gonna upset you? Or that one little praise drift you off into a cloud nine and then you start fantasizing and attach to that comment? Can you come back to your center, back to your core, back to your awareness? that here I am, motherfucker. There's no hiding from me. I'm the dragon. I'm gonna breathe my fire to heal, to sustain myself. My inner flame, my Promethean flame that I've got to keep alive through this path working and process where I'm going into my internal world, excavating into my internal world by whirling through the so how it works, okay? Third eye then connects with, guess what? The root. Then it goes into the crown. Then it goes down back into the sacral. Then sacral to the throat. Then throat into solar plexus. Solar plexus goes into heart. The heart is where you become the dragon rider. You ride the dragon and you lift off. Off into the etheric realms, off into the astral, off into the other world. You notice a lot of this tradition comes from Wales. And if you look at the tradition of Wales, Wales the place, right? Not the, Wales the place in the UK, not the animal, okay? Though, I mean, Wales are pretty lit, okay? So if you're from Wales, okay? You understand that your country is full of castles and dragons are a big part of your culture. When life gives you bullshit, right? Bureaucracy, politics, nonsense, other people's opinions, insecurities, okay? You miss your travel, okay? You're caught up in traffic. All this regular, mundane, regular day-to-day bullshit, okay? The dragon simply peers through the edge and knows, the dragon knows that it's gonna get the gold in the end, the treasure. Sometimes it needs to go through its own fire, go through its own flame. So when they say your word is God, your flame of your truth coming out of your mouth is creating and recreating your world. Your mouth is the creator and the destroyer. It's called spelling because your words are magic spells. You're casting a vote. A vote is what? A volt of energy. And you're voting for the politician. This is all coming from IMC Tech, by the way, AZD. The politician, electrical pole, where someone becomes in charge. The masculine energy, electricity. So you're saying you're not in charge? You're not your own politician? You're not in charge of your pole, your masculine pole, bro? If you're not there as a man, and if you push away this kind of communication style, you're not cock-embodied either, right? A lot of men need to be cock-embodied. Their lower bodies are completely fucked up, okay? Impotence, erectile dysfunction, head fogginess, okay? Sleepiness, irritability, all this kind of nonsense that shows up in your old age as a man, okay? You see your wrinkles, you get cramps, you get up of your bed wrong and you sprain your back or something, okay? As I'm getting older, I notice these things, but guess what? I've got to maintain that serpentine energy, that dragon energy within me that wants to dance, that wants to explore, that wants to get into their own metaphysical world and explore their own metaphysical world, to understand that there's nothing stopping me. There's actually nothing stopping me besides my own limitations. You see that? A lot of people, what stops them is their own goddamn limitations. Limitations are fucking stopping you. And that's the reason why you've got to energize yourself. You gotta put yourself at the center. Put yourself at the spotlight of shit. Just show up and be who you are, man. Be who you are. You don't gotta pussyfoot around and pretend and have this nice guy act all, hey there, how's it going, guys? Oh yeah, it's great, yeah, come over, meet my friends and family, yeah, we're all having a great time. And then inside you're like, fuck this shit, man, I don't wanna do this, fuck these kids, I can't stand this is all nonsense, this is all What is this dual existence that you're living, bro? What the fuck is that shit? Your internal world does not match the outer, and that's 90% of most of your problems. How you're feeling inside is not being communicated on the outside. Now, I know when I'm overreacting. I know when I'm going off at someone and it's not fair to them. I understand that I've got to balance my priest with my beast. This is the whole process of Primal Sutra. That's when we come to this realization. Back in the day, we had Elliot Hulse teaching us about tender aggression. Where did that go? that knowledge fizzled it out. Okay? Yes, I agree. Okay, the man followed his own Baha'i faith. He's looking towards God and guns and America and masculinity. Okay, it's fine. But during that time, a lot of you were there. A lot of you are aware. A lot of you have this understanding. In the Ascended Master teachings, they have the 8 rays. Each ray is associated with a different tradition. Do you get that? These teachings are taking Christianity on Monday. Tuesday is Judaism day. Then it goes into Confucianism. And it keeps moving, right? It goes to Hinduism, it goes into Buddhism on Sundays. So you gotta understand. Maybe you're a Christian man watching, maybe you're a Christian woman watching. Maybe you grew up Catholic and maybe you grew up spiritual. Maybe you grew up in many different walks of life. Maybe you're a Hindu who, isn't really following their Hindu belief. Hey, maybe you're a Muslim and you don't really follow all of the Quran or things like that too, right? There's so many little nuances in how we experience this thing called religion, and we've got to differentiate it from spirituality as well, but also understand that there is a bridge, right? There is a bridge interconnecting all of this. And that's how these different orders and, the Theosophical Society, and, there's something called syncretism. Okay, syncretism is the combination of different widely held beliefs and ideas and different things, right? So I talked about omnism, but also syncretism is a very, very powerful understanding of this too. How we're weaving. We take all these spider webs and we overlap them until we get to the pure truth. And we're not just seeking truth, we're also being truth. We're living in accordance to our own principles, our own morals. But guess what? You know what is the glue? You know what is the glue? Do you want to know what the glue is? The glue that connects art and science, your 2 hemispheres of the brain, is philosophy. And that's where we have to start. So if you want to understand flow state, you got to understand the flow state philosophy. You got to understand Stoicism. You got to understand Taoism. You got to understand how these many ancient practices, they called it by different names and different things and different ways that they used to alter and shift their state of mind, okay? Back in the days, they maybe used to take different substances or different things. How can we reproduce that kaikion, that I-core, all of that, from going down into the undersoul to nadir or to the zenith, which is the oversoul? The entirety of this path working is dedicated to us becoming the greatest embodiment of our own peak performance. And we're peak performance shamans. So we're not just learning one breath work and being like, oh, let's hack this breath work, It's really fun. Let's all hang out in a group and breathe together really fast. You could do all the fucking cacao ceremonies in your men's group, bro, and I have nothing against that. But yo, I'm seeing some boys in training. I'm not seeing men. Where the fuck are the real men at? Where the fuck are the real men at? Where are they? Are they in hiding? Hey, some may say that, real men don't get on YouTube and talk shit, okay? Whatever, bro. That's just your fucking opinion, okay? I'm here speaking my truth. Some people are gonna resonate with it. Some people don't give a fuck about this at all.
They're like, flow state, whatever, man. Okay? I'd rather not feel good. In fact, I want to lock myself in my basement and never come out. And then I will finally achieve flow state nirvana.
Get the fuck out of here, you gnome. No one wants to listen to you, bro. You know why? Because your opinions are weak. Because you have a character that I don't respect. When I look at some of you, and I'm speaking my God-honest truth, okay? When I look at some of you, I see a simpleton.
Just here to be happy, I'm just here to have a good life, I don't really care about much else. Everything is beautiful.
Stop fucking lying to yourself. Everything's beautiful. The world's a fucked up place. Love is the only magic we have on this earth. Love is the only magic that is still alive, baby. So life doesn't happen to me, bro. Life is not attacking me like this. Life is happening for me. It's happening through me. I am the channel of my life. I am the vitality, I'm the life force, I'm the Vajra energy that's peering through the edge and carrying this dragon energy forward. In fact, to heal anybody who comes across this video. Because you sense there is something here. The issue becomes when a lot of people's concentration gets distorted because there's so many things vying for our attention, pulling our energy away in different places, okay? And a lot of people are asking me, questions like, hey, I have a family to take care of, right? How can I still do these different flow state practices and these occult practices? Listen, you have to fine tune it. That's it. Figure out what your schedule is, okay? Where can you find some free time in your schedule? You gotta find some, you gotta make some, okay? There's no such thing as I don't have time. You gotta make the time. If it's important to you, you do it. If it's a priority to you that you wanna get a better health, you gotta put in the time. You can't keep being like, my work is more important than my health. My work is more important than my health. And then you got a fucking heart attack. Some people, they're just like at the gym every single day. Bro, get out of there, okay? Get the fuck, if you're in the gym all day, you need to get the fuck out of there, okay? Go to a restaurant, have a fucking nice meal for once. Now I get it, if you're like prepping for a competition or something like that, you have to put in the work, whatever, I get that. But I'm not like, bro, too much of anything is fucked. Too much of anything is not good for you. Bro, stop lying to yourself, that's it. Stop lying to yourself. When I was a younger man, lying used to be just my go-to. I was just the nice guy, right?
Oh, sure, babe. We'll do whatever you want to do today.
Aw, man, I wish I could have just shaken that guy up. This is the time. Why do you think on TikTok, on Instagram, you hear this voice? You hear the dark masculine coming alive. Now understand this. This is fucked up, right? This is fucked up, but let me speak around this. Maybe YouTube won't even allow me to speak around this, okay? Now listen, the whole incident with the Dalai Lama, okay? Where he told the kid to suck his tongue. I didn't watch that video. I mean, I have some of the context, but what I've learned from my father is this man is kind of just like the king of Tibet, right? He's just kind of the placeholder, the spiritual placeholder. Is he like a Rinpoche, or like has he gone through spiritual teachings and traditions of all these things? Nah. A lot of these politicians, these people that you see on the higher ups, they're just placeholders. They're cardboard cutouts, bro. And they're reading from a teleprompter. You get that? Try to understand it. Listen, even if it was a Tibetan thing, right? That is not excusable anywhere where you tell a small child to suck your tongue. These people who are on the higher ups, okay? You're seeing all of their faces and stories and they've all made it. They're all successful. That's what you think, right? But they all have their addictions, their insecurities, their flaws that they're hiding from the public, okay? Difficult shit that they aren't admitting to themselves, right? Their family members are completely frazzled around them. They can't even get along with anyone because they're so starstruck within themselves, and their egos are like crumbling them wherever they go. Okay? So do not be fooled by false appearances. If you saw me a really long time ago and you'd be like, who the fuck is this skinny Indian kid telling me how to live my life, right? What the fuck? But nowadays, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This guy's a badass, man. And he's healing people. It is through my light and yang energy that I can heal people. You get that? I'm also healing with my feminine energy, obviously. Because the energy of healing is feminine energy. It is me being in my heart. It is me telling my truth. But this passion, this ambition, this is what is missing from your life. A lot of couples complain. The women are complaining about what? About what, guys? Where's the ambition? Where's the fire within them? Recognize something right now. My phone just overheated, okay? My phone literally just overheated. And that's a symbol and sign. First of all, I gotta end this video. That's a sign. That this heat, do it until the heat fizzles you out. Do your craft until the yang fizzle of the sun dies down slowly. The sun goes down slowly, man. They wind down their day slowly. They rise up slowly. They wind down their day slowly. But throughout the time, they're in momentum. The sun is just radiating, radiating, radiating. Is there ever a time where the sun starts to blink on and off? You know, like a light bulb? Where it's just like, nah, maybe I won't do it today, bro. Maybe I just won't show up, you know?
Maybe I'll just go on autopilot cruise control today, bruh.
Bad idea. Bad idea. Show up with intention. Most of magic is intention anyway, okay? Of all these occult practices. It's all intention. Just set the intention and move forward with it. That's all you need to do, man. Okay, just focus on the simplicity of it. I know I talked a lot, and there are a lot of concepts that you might not have understood, but if you're interested in this path working, just click some of the links in the description. The Primal Sutra Telegram group where I channel every Sunday, and the Savage Shaman seminars, which you need to catch as well on IMC TV, the YouTube channel. Hope you guys are enjoying your days. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you, and stay legendary. Let's become the eternal dragons, the Vajra dragons of this world. Ah, ooh.